Are you kidding me, Loki? Loki, get out of there.
Did not make you laugh, did not make you smile.
Hi friends, it's Rory, and today is going to be a fun video. Kind of inspired by a couple of things, but the number one inspiration for this is a YouTube channel called Nicholas Black. He did a series called Types of Insert Harry Potter House, for example, Types of Hufflepuffs, and the way that he talked in those videos was just so hilarious. It was like he was a Hogwarts student and he was talking out of personal experience.
They saw a dog and cried. Mood. They have a fucking garden in their dorm. Where's their bed? I only see cacti. They will cry if you don't love them. Just love them. Please. They donate to charity frequently. They're so optimistic that it's borderline stupidity. Only a Ravenclaw would say that shit, but... It's admirable, but Jesus Christ.
But just the funny way that like he kind of like stereotyped people who were in this house was hilarious, especially the Ravenclaw one, because he's a Ravenclaw, and so that one felt the most cutthroat because he was actually talking about himself. The other thing that inspired this is all of the What Your Favorite Blank Ship Says About You by, I believe it's pronounced Eldena Doublecast. As we all know, I am terrible when it comes to pronouncing things, but I have watched almost all of his, What Your Ship in This Fandom Says About You, and most of them, if it's a fandom that I am a part of, have fucking cut me to the bone and just like called me out in 17 different languages.
Looking back on your childhood, you can pinpoint the Harry Potter series as the beginning of your crippling addiction to enemies to lovers.
But yeah, they call, and so just kind of like, I love the style of this type of video of just like calling people out. So I decided to do it where I would stereotype people based on their favorite book series, and I have 6 book series here. All of them I have read, and all of them I would consider myself a part of the fandom, if not them being some of my favorite series of all times. And so I'm gonna stereotype people who these are their favorite series. Now when I say stereotype, I don't mean like meanly. All of these are done with a joking tone, of course, and in fact most of these are just personally calling me out, so don't take any of this seriously. It's mostly for a joke, but this is either stuff that I have done or things that I have seen a lot when I look at these types of like fandoms inside of Tumblr. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, Harry Potter. You have not only sorted yourself, but you have sorted every fictional character and friend you have ever made since the moment that you fell in love with Harry Potter. You've gotten emotional on either your 11th birthday, if you started Harry Potter that early, or your 21st birthday for different reasons. Your 11th birthday, obviously, because you didn't get your Hogwarts letter, or your 21st birthday because now you are older than James and Lily Potter. It's true, I cried on my 21st birthday. You have multiple copies of the series and you read different copies depending on your mood. You have had essay length discussions, or you have written essays on something related to Harry Potter. I have written a 5-page academically cited and notated essay on why Snape ain't shit and does not deserve the adoration that he gets. You judge people based on their favorite Harry Potter character. People who Snape is your favorite Harry Potter character, I don't know who hurt you. Just kidding, just kidding. Snape can be your favorite character. Last, for Harry Potter, I guarantee you Harry Potter is not your favorite Harry Potter character, because I do not know a single person where Harry Potter is your favorite Harry Potter character. We have the Percy Jackson series, one of my favorite fandoms and book series of all time. Let's get roasted, shall we? Hadestown is, if not your favorite, one of your favorite musicals. Understandable. It is actually in my top 10. You have the Poseidon Quivers Before You vine memorized, and you bring it up whenever you go to the beach.
And the Sand Guardian, Guardian of the Sand. Poseidon quivers before him! Fuck off!
Not only are you in love with Lore Olympus, you also check it on the weekly. Like, you don't wait for it a little bit to kind of like get backlogged so you can read most of them. You are there the second it updates. I literally paused writing this list to go read the Lore Olympus update. When you're in school and they bring up Greek mythology, you are always the number one most excited. Insert every single TikTok.
Okay, class, so today we are going to start our unit on Greek mythology. Oh my god, you guys stop looking at me. Oh my god, okay, I don't know that much about Greek mythology. Okay, everyone, I need everyone to stop looking at me right now. Now, can anyone tell me who was the father? Zeus.
You have unironically said fuck Zeus out loud in your regular life. You know exactly who your godly parent would be. Let's give it up for the Hermes cabin. Ooh, let's go to Shadowhunters next. Now, I am not the biggest Shadowhunter fan. I'm an Infernal Devices fan, but it still applies. You are a morosexual. Don't lie to yourself. Someone asked you what Obama's last name was, and you dreamed of kissing them underneath the full moonlight. This is specifically if you prefer Infernal Devices more than regular Shadowhunters. You are probably queer. I don't know why that is. It just seems like most of the people who are Infernal Devices fans that I've known are somewhere on the LGBT line. I'm just saying. You've most likely dreamed at least once of running away from home to join a motorcycle gang. You specifically like romances to cause you pain. Emotionally, not physically. We're not saying that you're not into that. But emotionally, you want as much pain as possible in your ships. You speak almost entirely in meme. Have you seen the freaking Tumblr tags for Shadowhunters? I get most of my memes by just looking up Will Herondale's name. So that is Shadowhunters. Up next, we have the Carry On series. Get ready to be roasted in one example. Drarry is your favorite Harry Potter ship. You're a big fan of magic systems. Every single fan of Carry On I've ever met has specifically talked about how in love with the magic system they are. I guess my cat is joining us in this roast. Not only are you a morosexual, but you are exclusively a morosexual. Your favorite vine of all time is the "and they were roommates" vine.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
Don't lie to yourself. Your favorite trope is enemies to lovers. I'm not sorry. You're a fan of the jock-goth dynamic. Most likely, you're a depressed gay, or you get mistaken for a depressed gay. One or the other. You have fanfics that you have downloaded and saved as a PDF on your Kindle that you treat as more canon than the actual source material. You are in love with Baz. That's it. That's the whole stereotype. Everyone is in love with Baz. Up next we have Raven Boys, which is, I would say, my favorite series of all time. So I really went in on this one. You didn't have an emo phase. You have an emo lifestyle. You don't understand what this talk of phases is because you have always been this way. You're a big fan of King Arthur legends. Merlin is my favorite show. You fucking love birds. I guarantee you, your favorite animal is like a fucking owl. Or a penguin. Or a raven. I guarantee it. Now this one comes down to 3 characters, and specifically, if they're your favorite, another stereotype. If Gansey is your favorite character, you have a thing for dads. Don't lie to yourself. If Ronan is your favorite character, you're depressed gay. Don't lie to yourself. If Blue is your favorite character, you're probably a lesbian. Don't lie to yourself. You are an absolute slut for the found family trope. There is no phone in this household, only facts. You most likely fucking love Six of Crows. I've noticed that if you are in love with the Raven cycle, most of the time you are also in love with Six of Crows. So I should probably read Six of Crows. And finally, for the Raven cycle, you follow several aesthetic Instagram accounts. And last up, we have the Lunar Chronicles. Number 1, you fucking love Disney. It's fucking true. If someone told you you had to choose between being sarcastic and dying, your last word would be, joke's on you, I wanna die. You had an emo phase, but it was like so small that no one noticed. Once again, you are a slut for the found family trope. You're not the biggest fan of sci-fi, I've noticed. Like, you like sci-fi, but kind of on the lighter side, not like a heavy sci-fi. And finally, the last stereotype. You're a Star Wars fan, but most of the time, you're an original trilogy Star Wars fan. Like, you fucks with Han and Leia, not so much Kylo Ren. I feel personally called out on several of those points. Like I said before, this is all in joking fun. It's not that serious. It's completely fine. As always, I hope that you guys enjoyed your time with me today. There's a link down below to where you can register to vote and have your voice heard in our upcoming American election. Please register if you are eligible. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!